All right, guys, I think we are live. Let's take a look here. Open up the Discord and look at YouTube as well. And we are perfect. Grab that link. Put it into our Discord here. Nice. Okay, so we got that posted there. All right, let's see how everyone's doing. Let me pull this up. No problem, Johnny. Absolutely no problem. Let's see. Hey Merrick, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We've also got Prax in the house. Hey Prax, hope you are well. John Jensen, good morning to you as well. Nice to have you here. Wally, great to have you here as well on this fine Sunday. Let's see, it's been a minute since I've been able to get into game, so I'm glad that we are finally able to get into game on this live stream. Sometimes it just is a little frustrating. Here we got it to work, so I'm not complaining at all. Path of a Warrior is the event we have going on, which we will kind of take a little bit of a look at. Hey Anthony, yes. I mean, that is the goal. We'll see what we can do. I'm not going to make any promises here or there yet, but absolutely would love to give out some rewards for sure. Let's see. All right, so it looks like we got an interesting event here. Opening a bunch of artifact chests, 150. So, I mean, I can do that no problem. I've got the chest, well, keys that I need to do something like that. So we will open up all of but 20. Um, hey, Francis, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. C1, you are welcome. Thank you for your continued support. Always appreciate you guys and love to give back as much as I can. So, absolutely glad that you were a winner and got a nice reward. Absolutely. Mr. Big, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're finally able to get into the game, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Not gonna lie. It looks like we might get close if I burn most of these. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna get to the next level here because we're so close to 1,000. We're gonna just get to the next chest level there. Chest level 22. 22. Um, nice. So we get a bunch of artifact coins. Didn't really need them, but that's okay. Artifact chest keys are always appreciated. So we grabbed that there, and we did complete the ancient treasures portion of the event, which is just opening up a bunch of artifact chests. Pretty simple to do there. So I'm not going to complain about that. We do have start or join an adventure. I haven't done much of that at all. We'll take a look at that though after we look at this event. So a couple of things. I did talk about this last time we were together. The Soul Atrium, and let's take a quick look at it. Um, so we get a free opening every single day, the Soul Crystal, but I find it super annoying that I have to claim it every single time. Should just be automatic, but whatever. We got Kira here, so 5 Soul Stones of Kira, getting us closer to this ultimate reward. And we do have some grand prizes, right? So, I mean, I don't really know when we get a grand prize guaranteed, as it doesn't really show here. But this is closer to, I think, a more open system. But I did like the chest. It's very interesting. I don't know how I feel about the Soul Atrium itself yet. But I guess they're really trying to put events now in the forefront, and I guess specifically on the left-hand side. So, something to kind of take a look at. The Soul Atrium does have a couple of interesting things going on, I guess, if you look at it. So here's where you get your free daily, right, Soul Crystal. But you can put in a hero wish list, which I'm not really convinced does too much. Doesn't really feel like I get any bonus heroes. I don't really get a hero like very often when I try to put what I'm looking for. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Francis saying, I've been saving the summoning crystals until I get to 10. I guess that's one, that's definitely one approach. I haven't been doing that, but something to consider, I guess. I don't know if you really get any difference of rewards. I'll have to test it out and play with it a little bit. I don't think the system's been out long enough for us to really know how it most effectively works. But yeah, that's definitely one approach to get those soul crystals saved up. Do 10 at a time. At least I didn't see anything that says. Oh, it does. So mass summons guarantee at least one reward of higher than common rarity. I wonder if you're able to do that even with the free soul crystals. That would be cool if you can, then that makes great sense to do it. Um, I think this allows for you to get Cleaver much more likely, I guess, as before, and kind of more of a guaranteed reward at some point, which I think is nice. Um, I do also like that they now have officially reset this reward. So once you do ultimately use 1,500, you do get 2,000. But if you can use the 10 free soul crystals, that is even better, right? Because then you get 2,000 emeralds without having to do much more than just save up crystals for 10 days. So that makes good sense. I like the thinking there, Francis. I hope that works out. John says, I think it's a guaranteed one open for every 356 days. So every year you're guaranteed one. Well, more or less, right? It's after 350, but basically the same thing. It's basically 365. It's a little less than a year, but yeah, it's pretty much a year. For instance, a lot of cleavers are dropping the first week, according to the server chat. I could see it. I mean, I know a lot of people go crazy and spend a lot when there's a new item, even though Soul Atrium really isn't that new. It's just a heroic chest, with a little bit more of a spin, I guess we'll call it. But it's essentially the heroic chest. Let's not oversell what it is. All right, we are going to look at Ishmael here. I'm going to try to upgrade the critical hit chance here, ideally to 50 if we can get it there. Prax says the cosmic battle seems to be a bust. All right, we will see if that is actually the case. I believe, I mean, hard to say that you're wrong, because I feel like a lot of these events are kind of not really up to par lately, and that's just I mean, maybe I'm just, a little bit cynical. It's been a little bit slower of a Hero Wars season. I feel like it also could just be like me playing, for an extended period of time. Like, was this year 4 now? 5? So it definitely is feeling a lot slower. So I've definitely been taking a little more time off from Hero Wars than normal. And part of that is just, it's feeling a little bit slower. So we'll see how this event goes, but you might be right. I don't really love these fight ones because they just seem to take a really long time. Let's see. So we set up our defense to join. I haven't done any of that. Okay, so these are the heroes that were chosen not to be usable. Not great that I have to use my own team for this. But I guess we will do with that information what we can. And I guess this puts us in a twin situation with Isaac. and we put Nebula in there. We're just really trying to play the event. So we'll just put something in, find a match. Attack. I guess you get one option, and doesn't look like a very strong team. Knock on wood. I'm not trying to say anyone's team's weak. Not God forbid. But we'll just make a hit here. See what happens. But yeah, I do think that this kind of event is not really the most exciting. It's basically arena, and it's kind of like, I mean, unless all the heroes are maxed out, it's arena with a handicap because you basically have 5 heroes you can't use, and typically, some of those heroes are kind of more utilized heroes. So it really puts you in a weird spot, at least for me, because my usual team includes Kark, and my second team includes Yasmin. So this is basically a third tier team for offense for me. But we did win. I guess our score goes up in a higher manner, 250 to 265. So I guess we will go with that. So I guess we got another matchup here. I'm assuming the earlier ones are supposed to be easier, but I could be wrong. Obviously, this looks like a more difficult challenge compared to the first one. John says that it's definitely a bust event. The rewards are not great. Okay. I haven't looked at the rewards at all, but I get that. Anthony Smith says, I do not like the cosmic battles. They should have made it so all heroes are a max level. But as it is, gotcha. So a lot of the teams are really, really strong the higher you go up. The battles are worthless. You get 2 easy teams, then end up facing someone with twice your power. Wow, that does not sound ideal. So those were 2 wins. I guess it's time to see someone with double our power. So we'll just deal with it as it comes up. We got lucky here, it looks like. But also, I haven't played this event at all, so maybe the first couple opponents are a little bit easier, maybe. But yeah, I definitely don't love that all my heroes are not maxed. Like, that is very odd to me. I mean, I guess it's okay for me because I do still have some usable heroes, but I can't imagine having your entire team basically X'd out, right? Being unable to use them, and having to play this event would be, I mean, I would say near impossible. So this is definitely an event for players with deeper teams and lineups because, um, they just kind of forced us to pick 5 heroes that were not supposed to be used. And I think a lot of people, I mean, myself included, thought we would be able to use maxed heroes everywhere else. Let's see, what's the merchant showing here? So these are the power-ups for different levels. Cosmic Battle Chest. Okay, whatever. Bunch of equipment stuff. Wow, that's a lot of reward. What are these guys called? Cosmic Battle Coins. That's a lot of coins. That is pricey for some of those rewards. I've seen some other events. The rewards are not that expensive. So this is definitely one that, I mean, I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of value out of. And you only get a certain number of attempts, it looks like. Not willing to spend that for attempts. And I am in Division 5, so you guys might be in a much higher division than me. But yeah, definitely not really a place you want to be fighting in here. I mean, can't use Sebastian, so Jorgen's going to be annoying. We just let it go, I guess, and hope that my Lars can hold out. First couple rounds are easier until you get to a higher level. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Francis says there was a way of farming coins without a bot during the Unlimited Battles day for $12. I did not see that, but I also couldn't even play it. Like I did not have access to the game at all. So I'm glad to have access now. But I would have loved to see that. That would have been awesome, Francis. But I'm hoping that now that we do have things up and running, hopefully we don't have any issues with that. Gujo, yo, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Let's see, practice. I only got teams that were over a mil, and I'm using my third team, and overnight I get beat back to the beginning ranking. I mean, I don't know how that works because I haven't played this event really at all, so I hate to be like, I don't have enough information to go off of, but I can totally understand why that would be frustrating, right? You put in all this work to get to a high rank just to get pushed back down to the start, essentially. I'm going to open up these 9 Cosmic Battle Chests just to kind of look at what's in them, unless, are we told what's in these chests? Let's see. Win streak, retrying a battle rewards. General information. Okay, it's a cross-server event. Can pick any heroes except the ones voted out. Defense, no matter if you're defending or attacking, your rewards and your ranking will change depending on how the battle goes. Start a battle, press the find button. Okay. Win streaks net you an additional prize, sure. Retrying a battle. If you've lost a defensive battle, you have the chance to make a comeback by pressing the retry button. In that case, your win streak won't end and you won't go down in the rankings. Interesting. So your defense is kind of key here, which, again, kind of brutal if you don't really have good options. So I don't love that. That is definitely a little bit off-putting, in my opinion. I will try to find one more matchup here, but we will see if I get batted down. Totally plausible, totally probable. Let's hope that I get lucky here. I don't, again, love that there's only a couple things here that I don't love. One is there's only one team you get matched up against on offense. So what happens if you lose? That kind of sucks. And it kills your streak. And then also the rewards are really kind of pricey. Surprised. I'm very surprised to see how expensive they are in terms of these cosmic coins. So after this matchup, I don't have any more matchups to do. So win or lose, we'll be going to the tower and doing a quick tower run. But this event definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. Because of the difficulty level, you would think that the rewards should be a lot less expensive, I think, than what they seem to be. Definitely on the higher end. Definitely a much more difficult event than I would anticipate Hero Wars putting out there normally, because unless you're spending an inordinate amount of emeralds, it just doesn't seem to make that much sense. At least to me right now. I could be wrong, but it's definitely, man. Retry cost 350 emeralds. That's still not cheap. I'm not gonna be using anything like that, but that seems very pricey to me. That's too rich for my blood for this kind of event. I would not be one to spend emeralds on this kind of event. I don't care if I lose or not. I can't do it. But wow, yeah, that this event definitely leaves something to be desired. Can't really say that I would love this kind of event. I mean, it works for my gameplay because I have luckily a team that's good enough to hold its own. But for the average player, I think this is a really tough event. I don't love it for the everyday player. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. So I definitely think Hero Wars could improve this type of event in the future if they were to have it. And I think the biggest and easiest way is if you're going to make this event as difficult as it appears to be, drop the prices on some of these merchant items is kind of my first thought. Maybe you're good to go. I mean, 72,000. Who's getting that many cosmic battle coins? But I guess, and if you do get that many, you don't need the legendary gift of Dominion. You probably have an already very strong team. But yeah, I don't know. Seems like a little bit of a tougher event for sure. I'm going to hop into the tower here, do that aspect of it. Yeah, so as Merrick's saying here, the more you try after you lose and you have to spend emeralds to get back into the event, right? Get those 5 extra tries. The price of the emeralds keep it keeps going up, which is just like not ideal, not really cool. And he says, here's a list of rewards you can get from Cosmic Battle Chest: skin coins, Outland coins, no one wants those. Chaos particles, okay. Artifact coins, resources, gold, random crystals, and Cosmic Battle Chest itself. Okay, so it's like a bunch of semi-average stuff. You want the skin coins. You'll take the chaos particles, but everything else is kind of eh. I mean, obviously, more Cosmic Battle Chest, not the worst thing to reproduce itself, but those rewards are not worth the difficulty of this, I think, event in a sense, because you really need to have a pretty established team. Invari event and shop is coming tonight. Curious to see how these shops compare. I really like Invari, so I'm looking forward to this kind of event. I also want to upgrade my Invari soon. I'm really on the precipice. I'm almost done with Lars. Would like to get to Krista, and Invari is kind of one of my top tank targets. He's not a tank in the traditional sense, but he's super able to hold his own in the sense that has that hand skill that just allows him to prevent other opposing heroes from activating their ults, which I love. I really think that's a very beneficial skill. He also has enough health and defensive stat to be that leading candidate for a tank option. Like, he's not your traditional tank because he's not designated as a tank, but I love him as a tank option, and I would love to ultimately work on my Invari as well. John says, I wouldn't mind if the heroes were banned, but everyone got maxed heroes to battle. I agree. That is something that I think is kind of uncool, is that they didn't max out these heroes. It's basically, how strong is your team as it stands right now, which is really unfortunate. You really can't do anything with that. I'm not going to be using any teams here, but this power level definitely went up significantly since I was here. That's not a joke. Let's see. I'm going to open up these summer dolls. I don't think there's any soul stones that can come out of this, so I think we're good. So I'll open that up. Then I do want to open up these raindrops as well, mainly because I want to keep seeing if I can get some potions and some items to hopefully get me some gold. Same with these mandrake roots. Essentially, I'm just trying to get some nice rewards to basically upgrade my titans a little bit. Anytime Hero Wars drops a hero event, I tend to think it's a good opportunity to try to upgrade, which is counterintuitive. I tended to think it's a good time to upgrade your titans, and as soon as the titan event rolls around, I think going back to your heroes is kind of the move, but not exponentially, right? Just baby steps, not going crazy on it. I do have all these dark particles to open, so we got to do that. I do have a couple light titans as well, light titan fragments. Let's see. And from what I remember seeing on Hero Wars website, which I haven't been able to prove this on Facebook yet, is that they should have implemented the Super Titans. So I'm hoping that that is the case. Once I'm finished opening all these fragments, I would love to get my Super Titans all complete and as close to absolute as possible. I just hate seeing 3 or 4 star Titans that I have. Not a perfectionist, but I do enjoy having perfected or ultimate absolute Titans. So we'll see what we can do to get as close to finish opening these guys up. Let's see, what do we have here with these Dark Titans? Sebastian Band, I laugh so hard to people that whine and moan about the event. Yeah, I mean, hey, this is a great opportunity now to use Satori if you have him available, right? So if you don't have him available, definitely a tough break. But also at the same time, people who are whining and complaining that, hey, we can't use Sebastian, you guys chose Sebastian to be one of these heroes. And granted, Hero Wars did not tell us what the ban officially means, in that the rest of our heroes will not be all maxed out. But you still knew that, these heroes were going to be banned. You just didn't know in what capacity. So careful what you wish for when you put up a team or choose heroes to be banned. Be forewarned that might be banning a hero that you'd like to use. So anyway, let's see. We have some choice crystals. We love that. Randoms we just opened, but choice ones we hold on to. Random insignias here as well. Mr. Big says this event can help work counters with the crutches of safe counters. I like it. Yeah, you definitely can experiment a little bit with this event if you play it right? And if you're not going with the mindset of I'm going to try to win every single battle every single time, because you're going to lose some when you're trying to do some matchups like that. But it's not the most easiest. It's not the most easy thing to find counters that work well, and counters sometimes work in very specific combinations, which also makes it tricky. So Cosmic Artifact chests we're open up here. 16 left. What else we got? Curler says Satori, Ishmael, Arachne, and Jorgen running wild like loose cannon. I like it. This definitely gives Jorgen a chance to shine again. Someone who's kind of been hidden in the spotlight, given Sebastian's dominance in the support space. Like, it's almost like I remember Jorgen used to be like one of those heroes that you were like, this guy's a top dog. You can't have a lineup without him. And then now we're in a space, and we're opening the Cosmic Battle chest here. We're in a space where you can really use Jorgen finally to shine, and same with Satori. So this definitely gives some people like some appreciation in two ways. One is Sebastian nullifies essentially a bunch of heroes, and now that we can't use him, we need to appreciate some of these other heroes. So I definitely like that aspect of it. But as I think was mentioned here a little while ago, I would have loved maxed heroes all around just for everyone, just to make it a little bit more fair. But that's my 2 cents. I don't know. Or you could have had it two-tiered, where one tier is your own strength and one tier is maxed, right? Maybe the rewards for max is a little bit less, like maybe half, and you make the rewards values less too. But I don't know. I just think that it makes it a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Anthony Smith says, yes, the dark and light super titans are now in summoning spheres. Let's take a look at this. This should be interesting. So they do have all 5 in play now. So I guess we can finally start opening some up here. I am going to try to open up 100 total. So we'll be leaving with, that's 2, so that's 20. No Super Titans there. Ideally, pull at least one Super Titan. Ideally, a Dark or Light Super Titan, but we can't control it. So if we just get one, we'll be happy with it. That was 30, so we got 70 more to go. Ignis, Brewster. Francis says, Chorus can help against stuns and charms, so that is good, right? Chorus can now be more useful than he has in traditional sense. I'm glad that it didn't block out a pet. That would have been really annoying, in my opinion, because I only have 2 pets that I can use that are like almost full strength. So if I couldn't have done that, that would have been a painful event aspect as well. But I'm glad to hear that your Luther is doing work versus Nebula, Arachne, and Martha. Paralyzer says, I banned Sebastian, Isaac, Aurora, Iris, and Rufus. 4 of the 5, or 3 of the 5 that I picked got banned. I'm surprised Iris was as popular a ban choice as she was. Sorry, drinking some water there. But yeah, no, yeah. I was surprised. Mary says, I banned Card, Dante, Rufus, Iris, and Yasmin. All were banned. Merrick, it looks like this is all because of you, man. You caused all these guys to be banned. Paralyzer says, I discovered that Invari does literally the same thing as Arachne under Mara stun-wise if paired with Maya, as Maya will group them all together and Andy will then stun them all. I like Invari a lot. I think he's an underrated hero. an unsung hero on a lot of teams. I do think that some players use him super well, so I can't say he's like not used at all. But I do think some players don't use him at all, and I think that's a mistake. Um, or they shy away from upgrading him. He's such a useful hero, and with as many strong Kark teams there are, it really doesn't hurt you to create an Envari option. And I love Envari against Orion. He is a pretty strong counter against Orion. Just one of those heroes that is pretty versatile and I'm not going to say underutilized uh, totally, but definitely could be used more. Um, definitely could be used more. Let's see. I don't think we didn't pull any of those Super Titans. That's a bummer. But we did pull some Rigel, so we're almost, we're about halfway, right? 750, 1500. We're about halfway with Brewster, a little under. Solaris has some work to be done. And Tenebris, I don't think is even close, but let's see. I love how the image is still like not changed. All right, let's see. We got Tenebris here. Yeah, so a little ways to go there as well. Definitely some work to still be done. We'll upgrade Solaris here a little bit. We might have an event where we can keep upgrading, but we can upgrade one time. It's not going to kill us. So we'll do that. And we'll close that. Let's see. Well, it says the tier limit would be smart. So you can see if you're ranking up or down tiers as you fight or defend. Yeah, I would like that. I also don't understand how the defense scheme works yet. I just know you get dropped. Like, how much do I get dropped? So I just get, if I lose one time on defense, that kills my win streak. That feels kind of wrong. And I'm not trying to like say like, Hero Wars is wrong for that, but that doesn't feel right. If you lose a defense, like you should have, I mean, if I were to create this event, you should have a win streak and a defensive streak. Defense streaks are much harder than win streaks because the offensive team always has an advantage. So if you lose on defense, your win streak really shouldn't be impacted on the offensive side. That just feels like a fatal miscalculation because now I have to start at times one rewards again. That just doesn't seem right. Granted, I guess it's really rewarding players who pay more to upgrade their team. Just don't like it though. Don't like it at all. I think that's wrong. So I would prefer tier way as well. Peerless says if pets are banned, Mara would be definitely the first ban choice. I personally ban Oliver though. Um, yeah, Mara's scary, but I don't feel like as many people use Mara. So I would personally probably ban Axel because I think everyone uses Axel and everyone would be in a lot of trouble without Axel. But I could understand why Mara would get not would get banned, but I just think that you want to ban someone that everyone uses so everyone's in a universally bad situation. Kind of like Sebastian, right? Sebastian put everyone in a bad spot. I actually banned Isaac. Um, but since we're not banning Isaac and we banned Rufus instead, I am A-OK now using a magic attack team. This is like prime magic attack opportunity because all the physical attackers essentially got banned. Let's take a look here at some pet adventures. Well, it says they tried to ban my Sir Galahad from combat. Hey, I mean, I didn't do that, that's for sure. Who else we got here? We got Gary H in the house. Nice to have you here, Gary. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You say I'm not playing the cosmic battle. I hear you. I hear you. It's not for everybody, and I don't blame you. The event is a little wonky. Definitely something we have not seen Hero Wars do in the past. Uh, Definitely catering to the pay to play players on this one. In that, if you have an all max team or three lines or four or five teams, essentially, you're chilling. Everyone else though is struggle bussing. I mean, myself included. I got lucky. I have a decent, okay team, but you're definitely in a tough boat. This is not where you want to be if you are uh, an average everyday player, right? Kind of a tough event. Anthony says, I think Pets banned would be Axel and Kane. Yeah, I mean, we don't need to ban Pets. Like, I'm not saying that's what should have happened, but I think that would have made things even more difficult. Um, let's see. Parallel says, I'd ban Oliver because he gives a hard time to control players, um, and it makes it hard to get through tanks, which is my playstyle. That's a smart playstyle. I like that. Go through the tanks, get things out of the way. Makes sense. But yeah, I think it definitely would complicate things a lot further than they're already complicated. But um, I would I mean, if they're going to do something like this, I would like to see at some point maybe an event where we just ban pets altogether. You get no bonuses from them, and basically it's old Hero War style, right? It's like a old Hero War style event if you're going to do it, right? But I do think that they still need to max everyone's heroes out, or do a two-tiered list where you have a maxed out team and a non-maxed out team. It doesn't. I don't like the way that it currently is set up, where they have those banned heroes, and then basically you're playing with everyone who's left on your squad. Hey Tanya, nice to have you here. How are you doing without with this cosmic event without being able to use your amazing Iris? I would imagine that's not the most fun in this particular event, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it gives you a chance to upgrade some other heroes. I don't know. Yo, Jimmy, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Paralyzer says, I'm having a blast with the event as out of my top 15 heroes, only Sebastian and Rufus are banned. So Paralyzer's enjoying the matchup so far, finding them somewhat enjoyable, which is good. Tanya says, I'm sad. Yeah, no, I feel that. I was really surprised actually to see Iris banned. But as soon as I saw that, I was thinking that Tanya, because you have your strong Iris, it's definitely going to be a tough matchup or tough opportunity to not use uh, such a good hero. So that's kind of a bummer. But hey, I guess it makes us appreciate some of those heroes a little bit more than we normally do. I don't know. Um, but it's interesting. I don't know if I love the event so far. It's interesting. I'll put it that way. Definitely unique, but it definitely seems to cater more to those players who upgraded their heroes, paying to play essentially, because it doesn't feel like most people aren't going to have 20 heroes available, 15 heroes available. Uh, you know, when you look at the way that we just banned 5 heroes that are conceivably 5 strong physical attack heroes that most people really kind of emphasize. So, we'll see. I mean, it's nice to not have that be an aspect in the rest of the game right now. But yeah, definitely intriguing. Definitely intriguing. Let's see here. Skip this battle as we cruise around the outer ring. All right, let's see. So right now we did play a bit of the cosmic event, right, which was pretty chill. I mean, we got lucky. That was the first time I played, so my opponents were very very weak. But we'll see how this defensive side goes. We'll see if we can outlast the hour wait. But yeah, Ronnie says it's a pointless event, but you can gain a few items with the coins from the free process. It's a valid point. Valid point for sure. But yeah, it's true that you do get some free rewards, which is nice, but it definitely is not the most uh, conducive event. I also don't like the fact that it's a week long. Why does it need to be that? Well, is it a week long? It's 5 more days. Feels like a week. I could be wrong. Um, yeah. Tanya says I had the new Iris skins maxed. Oof. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, the skins were cool to look at too. I really wish I could have talked about them last week. But I really liked the way they looked. I believe it was Iris. Oh man, now I'm blanking on the other two, but the skins did look kind of nice. I liked them. Um, Fearless is saying everyone's complaining about the event. I mean, hey, look, at the end of the day, can you get a couple free rewards? Yeah. But I do think that there's ways that the Hero Wars could improve it. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to say I hate the event. That's not the case. But I do think that Hero Wars, right? I think they have some bugs to work out with this one. Um, and I mean, to be fair, anytime there's a new event, there's going to be usually some pushback. But yeah, Tanya says Rufus. Did you have Rufus? Pretty strong, Tanya. I'm curious. Oh, Rufus was another skin. That's right. That's right. I did like that one. I was kind of curious as to whether I should get it or not implemented. But Rufus, definitely a hero. I mean, he's probably the tank I'm looking at either after Anvari, tank wise, or Chaba. And Satori, yes, that is right. Praxis would have been nice to see the attacking teams. Oh, they don't even show you the attacking teams when you lose on the fence. That feels kind of wrong. Ronnie says Ishmael, Arachne, Jorgen, Liam, Faceless with Chorus as pet works well if you have those developed. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like if you have anything developed or left over, you're definitely in a good spot. Tony says I had Rufus maxed out too. Tanya, it sounds like they just thought your team was too good and they had to block you from playing it. That's what I'm going to say about that. Perilous says this is why I never go with popular heroes. Rather, those have been forgotten, like Ishmael, Anvari, and Centauri. Now they're coming back big time and getting the spotlight to remind everyone. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong, Paralyzer. I've always been an Ishmael stan. I do like Anvari. Anvari was probably my favorite hero when I started playing and when he got released. Even though I'm a Kark user, Anvari is probably one of my top favorite heroes in the game in general. I like the way that his character looks, I guess, essentially would be like how I would phrase it. I like his look. I really liked his skill when it first came out, and I still like his skill a lot now. But Ishmael definitely has grown on me ever since I started playing more. Um, I just think he has so much potential, and after hearing how much he got nerfed, I just loved him that much more. He's still very good. You can see the defenses in your log. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, who you're attacking when you hit. Find. Gotcha. Oh, so you can prepare and adjust your team. I hear you. Hear you. Incognito says, I'm surprised Sebastian was blocked and not Isaac. Me too, Incognito. Me too. I actually blocked Isaac. Um, and I don't know if I blocked Seb, but I know I blocked Isaac, and I was very surprised to see that he wasn't blocked. Yeah. What are you going to say? I mean, I'll take it because my Isaac's pretty dang strong. I have no complaints about that at all, but I definitely was surprised as well, Incognito. I'm on the same boat as you. Um, All right, so let's see. We're going to get through this matchup here. Ronnie says, it is designed to get you to spend on developing heroes no one is spending enough on. Best to keep sticking to your plan and not let nexters trick you into spending more. I think that's fair, too. That's fair. Pro says, at least my judge gets a bit of a break, as there's no Sebastians to worry about. I mean, I think Judge is still a great hero to use in this type of event, and especially with no Sebastian. Like, now you're really like putting players in a spot where they need to figure out how to work around essentially a lot of stuns, right? So I mean, I don't think there's anything any reason not to use him, but if you didn't want to give him a break, it's probably well deserved. Definitely, definitely a good opportunity to take advantage of that for sure. So we will finish off this adventure here, at least do our part. Isaac was 11th voted on Facebook. I did not see the final rankings on that, but that seems a little low. But I'm okay with it. I'm not mad about it at all. 11th voted on our web was Aurora. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Very intrigued by how players set that up. Let's see, we're going to pause this one and hopefully skip in a second here. Tanya says, I had Jew, Dante, Astaroth, and Iris Sebastian, Helios, Aurora, Cleaver, Alvanor, Thea, and Elmir, Isaac, Martha, Nebula, all maxed out. So you're still good, though, even though, you did get some of your stronger heroes, like not banned, but, not usable for this event. You still got some good heroes available, which is nice. Because, I do think that, um, would be pretty difficult to deal with if you didn't have any of those options, for sure. Let's see, I want to put Helios in here real quick. Yeah, we should be good. Paralyzed says, the irony is I like control heroes, yet I like chaos in the game. Well, you like control on your side. You like chaos on the opposing side. So it all makes sense. It all makes sense. But yeah, Tanya, you're good. You're chilling. You got a nice little squad there, even without, some of those stronger heroes. Still in a good spot. Let's see. Iris, Astaroth banned. Dante banned. So 3 of your heroes essentially banned right there. Sebastian, right? Dante, Iris, Sebastian. Tanya says, I love the Grand Arena. Yeah, you probably dominate. Look at, you got at least two strong teams for sure. Almost a third. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you almost have 15 heroes right there. I think that's 14 heroes if my math is right. I could be wrong, but that's pretty solid. Paralyzer said new Yasmin was banned because new players have no way of dealing with her. Yeah, she's tough. If you don't have Helios, you really are kind of out of luck, for sure on that one. That can be a doozy. Yasmin can solo teams by herself. She's scary. All right. So here is the game plan. The game plan is we're going to first go to the airship, go to the merchant, and then we're going to get one hit in, hopefully on our buddy Osh. See how that goes. And if we can do that, then we're going to have a different way of having some winners. And we're going to have some winners today for, for you guys who are hanging out here with me on stream. Because you know what? Why not? Why not? But yeah, let me open up these rewards real quick. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently here today, just to speed up the way that I give out winners. So the game plan today for winners will be if everyone who's here can just pick a number. Well, I say pick a number, but if anyone can pick a unique number to themselves, that would be ideal. So I think the way that we're going to do this is, well, let's see. We've got 15 people out, at least on the stream. Not everyone might want a reward, so you don't have to. If you'd like a chance at a reward, just let me know. I think the way we're going to do this, though, is we're going to have 1 through 15. And go from there. All right, so praxis 7. All right. I'm going to designate everyone a number. So you can pick a number 1 through 15. We'll go from there. Prax 7. C1 5. Francis 9. Mr. Big 12. Gujo is 3. Gary is 6. Anthony Smith is 11. Tanya is 15. All right. Jimmy wants 23. All right, I'll give you 23, Jimmy. Jimmy wants 23. MM is 14. All right. Sweet. Rodney Parker's 2. Awesome. All right, so once I get through this, we're going to get through the remaining part. And what I'm going to do is okay, so here's what's going to happen. So once I finish doing the preliminary setup here, right, and after that battle with Osh, I'm going to go to the picker wheel. Does not matter, Incognito. If you win, you can pick if you want it from web or Facebook. Yeah, it's all right. So what I'm going to do is I will just put up a picker wheel with the numbers you guys picked. If your number gets chosen, then you will be a winner. We're going to have 4 winners, so it doesn't matter if you're on Facebook or web. The only stipulation for this particular round of winners is I won't be giving out the skin stones for today for the month of August because we're going to be starting giving those out again in August, the next month. What is it? August, September. So September, we will start giving out skin stones as another option again. Just kind of, we needed a month to reset because I had to go through kind of like sending out rewards I needed to send out. Then I had to talk with Hero Wars Web, get that all settled out. So we're all good now for the month of September in terms of having enough skin stones, right? The 3 for everyone. So that is why we're not going to be doing out that reward for today's live stream. But starting next competition, I'll put out the videos and we'll have a Discord comp again. And I'll put that up probably close to the start of the new month. So look for that probably midweek this week. And we'll do that this way, okay? John, you can pick any number you'd like that has not been picked. We'll put it that way. We'll just make it easy on you. Everyone gets their own number. Incognito got number 1. You got it. So the numbers I have so far are 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 7, 12, 11, 15, 14, 23. John Jensen wants number 7. You got it. And Merrick wants number 4. You got that one. And obviously, we'll confirm this up when I put up the picker wheel as well. So do not stress if you don't see anything yet. I'm going to go ahead and hop over here. Go up to Osh. And so once we fight Osh, I will put up the picker wheel. We'll put everyone in there. Oh, Prax is number 7. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. John, you're going to have to pick a different number. But yeah, and after that, then I will just show you guys my fantasy football team because while we're waiting for some people to get me their IDs or whatnot, we'll just take a quick look at that because that is why I actually could not do the live yesterday. The draft took the entire time that I would normally live and went well beyond that time. So I'll show you that. But yeah, if not, I will designate you a new number, John. Just let me know, though. Because 7 was taken. 7 was taken. I missed that, but yeah, Prax did have number 7. I could give John 77 because he's the second 7. We'll do that for now, unless he tells me he wants a different number. But I'll give him 77. So we'll go from there. He's got double 7s. There we go. All right, so let's see. We're going to try to hit up Osh here. Hopefully this goes for us. And if it doesn't, that's okay. We'll go straight to the picker wheel if that is the case. But we'll start here. Just give it a second. Okay, so we got a fight with Osh. We're just going to use our best team. We're not going to really worry about it too much here. I don't really believe in the whole holding down number 5 theory, but we'll go with it. I don't really think it makes a difference personally. Maybe it really does. It's kind of unproven at this point. Oliver, Fenris, fantastic. The rest of that's fine. I'm going to go Albus. Tanya says Julius is super awesome. I haven't used him enough. What do you like, Julius? What kind of team configuration do you like, Tanya, with Julius? I haven't had a chance to use him too much. Let's see. We also had Julius is on my long-term wish list. Parallel says I might build Julius up as a tank just for Ishmael. Huh. I could see that. That could be good. I do still want to see some more. Well, eventually, I'd like to see some skins for Julius, but I do think he's a pretty good tank option. He just needs a little more protection, which for me means he wants armor, one armor at least, and one magic defense. Then I think you're actually in a pretty good spot because he does have decent defensive stats actually as a tank. His sword is not very frightening. It looks like a fencing sword. I think it's pretty funny. I'm autoing this. I know obviously that you can have Isaac pushed down to help expedite it, but he kind of does a good job on his own. Obviously, you could wait for Sebastian before he does his final ult here, but don't think it makes a big enough difference for me to be really concerned. And we'll take whatever damage we can get out of it. Let's see, I don't want to be missing comments either. Julius is great with Judge. Gotcha. I am fighting a level 160. And you're saying Axel's better for level 160. You're probably right. Probably should have done that in hindsight, maybe, I guess. But my Axel is much stronger than my... my Albus is much stronger than my Axel at this time. But yes, if they were the same, I would 100,000% agree. Just my team's too weak right now. My pet is still a baby. Still working on that. All right, let's open up a picker wheel here. I got you, John. I got you. Mary says I made 7 minutes today. Oh, 4.7 mil today on level 160 with the Axel, which was my best. Congrats, Merrick. That is a solid hit. No doubt about it. Tanya likes Julius, Maya, Dante, Nebula, Helios, and Albus. I like it. All right, let us get the picker wheel here opened up. Good old picker wheel. Put you guys over here. Let's see. All right, so we had number 1 was Incognito. Tanya did 8 mil damage. Whew. That's a lot of damage. Rodney Parker is number 2. We got Gujo at number 3. $87 million damage? Dang, Tanya. Putting up the numbers. Look at you. That's impressive. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked there. Merrick Iwan, number 4. I'm gonna say that might be enough to take down a whole Osh by yourself, putting up that kind of number. Okay, Merrick CU1 is number 5. Number 6 is Gary. Number 7 was Prax. Then we had Francis at 9. We had Anthony Smith at 11. Oops. Who else do we had? We had Mr. Big at 12. We had MM at 14, and we had Tanya at 15. Who else? We had Jimmy at 23, and we had John Jensen at 77. All right. Did I miss anyone? Please let me know. I'm going to save this. Ronnie says, I fire off Sebastian, then Isaac, only manually until 142, then go auto. Usually get 75 mil damage, sometimes 100. Dang. Nice. That's impressive. Today's Sunday. Just put on the Facebook one. But it's for everyone. It's not just for Facebook. Merrick says, I saw my guildmate made 160 mil damage against level 160. I'm going to need to know what team that was. Dang. June, Nebula, Martha, Isaac, Sebastian, and Albus. That is a big number. And Cornelius says, my Martha and Nebula are super weak. Are Astaroth and Celeste suitable replacements? I don't think Astaroth necessarily is, because he doesn't seem to put up enough damage to be a viable option incognito, but Celeste is a okay option, I think, for Martha. Obviously not as strong, but still comparable-ish. But I don't think Astaroth is quite there if we're trying to replace Nebula. Nebula just gives you that extra attack power, which is tough to deal with. And it says, I don't know what was up with my Osh fight this week. I normally do over 100 mil, but only did 76. Maybe the timing of it, or sometimes pet attacks also when the hero or when the opponent gets switched out. When the Osh gets switched out level wise. Parallel says, I pitched to support that they make a change to Darkstar's control ability, and change would be that the hero which he controls can ult on his own team. That would be scary. All right, so we've got all the people listed here. Doesn't sound like I'm missing anyone. So what we're going to do is we are going to spin this baby 4 times and have 4 winners. So let's get that started right here, right now, and go ahead with winner number 1. So winner number 1 today is going to be Merrick Awan. Merrick, congratulations. Let me know your ID and ideally which reward you would like. That is not the skin stone. Sorry, but we will have skin stones starting next weekend, so don't freak out about that. But for right now, we don't have that one available for today just because we got limited people entered, and we still want to give out rewards though, so we can't quite give out the skins. But let me know which reward you would like and your ID, please, sir. All right, so he is winner number 1. Who is winner number 2? I probably should have taken Merrick off, but he is still on here for now. We'll take him off on the next one. Winner number 2 is Prax. Congratulations, Prax. You are our second winner. Please, again, let me know which reward you would like. We're trying not to do skins today if we can, because we're saving those for starting next month, right? So just keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and take off Merrick and Prax from this one. Let's see who winner number 3 is. Let's see. Winner number 3 is going to be Tanya. All right. Tanya, congratulations. Please let me know your ID again, and and we will get that going. We got one more winner, guys. Do not fret. One more winner. We're going to take Tanya off now, though, because she was a winner. All right, we got one more winner here, guys. And let's see who it is. Sometimes the winning numbers just work out that way. I don't know what to say. All right, let's see. So the final winner is Incognito. Congratulations, Incognito. You are our fourth winner. We're going to have more winners here in the future. Please just let me know your ID if you are a winner. And let me know what reward you want and what platform you're on. Merrick, if you're on Facebook, I can probably do that actually because Facebook I have a lot more skins. But if you're on web, it makes things a little bit more difficult. But yes, congratulations to the winners. I will be messaging you guys on Discord. If you don't want to let me know here, that's fine. I'll send out a message on Discord as well. As we wrap up, I'll just quickly show you guys my fantasy team. Someone was asking about to see it, so I'll post it up here. We'll just take a quick look. Let's see. All right, so you guys can congrats to all the winners. We got Merrick, Prax, Tanya, and Incognito. Congratulations, Simon. Thanks for hopping on. I'm just going to show y'all real quick my fantasy team. It'll take less than a minute, and then we will wrap things up. But yes, thank you guys so much. Congrats on the win. Here's the team. For those of you guys who are wondering, I'll just be real quick. We got Aaron Rodgers at QB, Saquon Barkley at running back, Joe Mixon at running back, Devontae Adams as a wide receiver, Christian Watson as a wide receiver. Right now, Paris Campbell slated as a wide receiver as well. He's in that wide receiver / tight end spot. Evan Engram as a tight end. He is the top guy now for Jacksonville. Isaiah Pacheco for the Chiefs. Then I have the Commanders defense starting this particular day because actually they're playing the Cardinals, who are conceivably the worst team in the NFL. So defense-wise, I'm thinking I'll get the most points this particular week. Usually I'll go with the 49ers, but this week I'm going with the Commanders. I got Justin Tucker, arguably the best kicker in the game. My bench currently looks like this. We got the 49ers, Isaiah Hodgins, Matthew Stafford, great QB, Kenneth Gainwell, Brandon McManus, good backup kicker there, Isaiah Likely, and Dawson Knox. I am picking someone up off of waivers later this week. But that's kind of what we're working with. We'll see how things go. If you want to see my first round matchup, I will just go like this, and you can kind of see my opponent, right? Has a decent team himself, and obviously they can change things out. Supposed to be a 7-point favorite. We'll see if it plays out that way. But yeah, that is what we're working with. So for those of you guys who wanted to see that, there we go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream. We are going to end it right here, but I'll message you guys. Incognito, I got your ID written down right here, 2746166 on web. All right, and I will reach out to the winners, the 4 winners today in Discord, and we will go from there. No Seahawks. They will surprise you. I'm sure they will. It was just kind of tough to get everyone you wanted because the way that this draft worked was everyone had a set budget, and some players were more expensive than others. So it's tough to get everyone that you wanted. But, Seahawks could be good this year for sure, Rodney. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me on this stream. I'll reach out to the winners here after. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon in Dominion. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys next week.